Hey guys, what's up? It's your friend the neighborhood UberGoose here, back again with another Slay the Spire video! I cannot get past Ascension 10. This is very difficult for me. And I don't really fully understand what I'm doing wrong. My understanding, first of all, is that Ascension tends to be quite a bit of randomness, but that's not me trying to wash my hands of, you know, any sort of responsibility. I'm definitely making a lot of mistakes, but I can definitely feel the RNG aspects of Ascension very, very powerfully. So, that being said, I think we're going to give it a shot on the silent, and I'm going to jump right into this video with a great traffic anecdote that just happened today. I'm very thankful that I decided to be a slob and went to McDonald's today for lunch, and to make matters even better or worse, depending on your perspective, I did it during rush hour or lunch hour, whatever you want to call it. So I had to sit in the drive-thru for like a half hour just to get my fucking 2 McChickens, a large fry and a large Dr. Pepper. But here's what happened, right? It reminded me that I hate cereal scoochers, and if that means nothing to you, which by the way, these options are butts. I think I'm gonna go random common. Bag of marbles is good. And I'm gonna aim up this way. So, if you don't know what I mean by a cereal scoocher, basically, when you're sitting completely stationary behind another motor vehicle, right, and the car in front of you is completely stopped, there's a few options, right? There's a few things that you can do. You can either just stay stopped, right, like a normal human, or for no apparent reason at all, spend the next spend the next fucking 5 minutes or however long you're stopped there, just letting off the brakes, braking, letting off the brakes, braking, just scooching forward ever so slightly every single time. Oh, these options are actually really good. I'm between Riddle with Holes and Backflip. I think Riddle is going to be the way to go if our first relic is anything to go off of. So I'll give it a shot. Nice. Yeah, we can just drop a strike, probably. So, yeah, so there's nothing wrong with scooching a little bit here and there, right? There's no issue if you've, you know, slowed to a stop and realize, oh, well, they're still a decent bit ahead of me. I'm gonna scooch forward a little bit. No problem. I'm cool with you. We don't have any sort of issues at all, right? We're cool. What I'm not cool... but, yeah, I think I'm gonna go back then. What I'm not cool with is when you've slowed to a stop, right? Realize, oh, I need to pull forward a little bit, right? And in the process, you haven't pulled forward enough. Right? You've pulled forward a little bit, but there's still quite a bit of distance between you and the car in front of you. So what do? Oh, well, let's scooch again. But then you've misjudged it again. Let's just do it again. And you keep scooching over and over and over and over and over and over, right? You just keep scooching. Stop. Just stop. Please stop. It's very annoying to me. It is actually because when I'm behind a serial scoocher, right, it's like, oh, when they move forward to close the space so more cars can be in the same, you know, cluster, right? We've made space. We've all scooched forward as a collective. You know, when they move forward to close that space, I move forward to close the space that they've now created with me and them being ahead of me, right? And what annoys me more than anything is, 20... I mean, I could kill him, like with this. It's really kind of unfortunate. I think I'll just take 3. Right, and I close that distance. That's what I do. I think this, he's dead to literally no matter what, right? Because yeah, alright, good enough. So I scooch forward to close that distance that you've now created, and guess what? You're gonna scooch again. And you know what I gotta do? I gotta scooch again. Right? I have to, because now there's like half of a car length between you and me, except it took you 40 scooches and it took me fucking 1 because I have eyeballs and can sense the distance between our vehicles. Okay? That's what bothers me. That's what just fucking... Ooh. Ooh. It is frustrating. And I was behind a serial scoocher for literally half an hour at this fucking McDonald's. And I genuinely... I was actually about to... And even after I paid at the first window and was pulling forward to the second window, they were still ahead of me. I was about to just say, fuck it, ditch the $6 and just leave. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. This person had driven me to insanity, as you can probably tell by my tone. They also reminded me of another serial scoocher. I have no fucking idea what to upgrade here. Terror's fine, Riddle's fine, Backstab's fine, Neutralize is... Like, all 4 of these are good enough to upgrade. And my biggest issue is that I probably have to rest, so this is the upgrade that actually matters a lot. Our first boss is Slime Boss, so Terror is probably not very good in that instance. So you probably want to upgrade something that's a lot better in that instance, like a Neutralize. Something that you get a lot more value out of over time. But there was the absolute worst. Did he catch my Chicago accent coming out through that? The absolute... salute. The absolute worst serial scoocher I've ever experienced in my entire life, and I hope that will stay consistent. I hope that I'll never experience a serial scoocher as bad as this person. So here's what happened, right? I got to... Oh hell yeah, give me one of those. I got to it's just a traffic light and in our town, and it's out in front of a school, and it's got like a slight incline, right? Like, not a super big incline, but it's a bit of an incline leading up to the actual line where you stop at the light. So if you don't hold on to the brakes, you're gonna roll back down the slight incline a little bit, right? So this fucking serial scoocher, this motherfucker, and I'm glad I was in the other lane, right? And I wasn't behind or in front of this guy, because there's 3 cars in the other lane from me, and he's the middle one. And first of all, he's the kind of guy who's got a tiny dick, because he's driving a car that, you know, I assume he thinks makes him look cool, right? It's like a... I don't know enough about cars, to be fair. I'm so tempted by Skewer, dude. I think I'm gonna take it, and then remove Basic Strike. But, you know, it's the kind of car that where basically the people who own this kind of car, for some reason, think it's cool to rev the engine while at a stoplight. And this is one of those people, right? It was one of those cars, he's one of those people, all that stuff. I think we're... Sure, I'm gonna try it out. I'm probably making a million mistakes. So he's got a small dick. And so here's what happened, right? Is, this... I think that, and then bump. So he's the middle of the 3 cars, and for some fucking reason, right, he's decided, wait, 8 plus, wait, 8, hang on, 8 plus 6, yeah, so we can kill with that. That's gonna be a lot more valuable. And my dogs are losing their fucking minds. They're feeding off of my energy, dude. They can tell I'm angry. And I'm angry just remembering this fucker, dude. So, for some reason, he decides that he doesn't want to hold on to the brakes, right? Because he's a serial scoocher. He doesn't realize that brakes you can just have your foot on the brakes, and that's just the way it is, right? Like, you can just have your... It just can be on the brakes, is the thing. Right, so this is 15 versus 14. Feels kind of bad. We are gonna rest. And so he starts rolling back a little bit, right? And there's a car behind him. And I'm like, oh, well, I hope he notices. Well, you know, he did. Because then he pushed on the gas to go forward, up the hill a little bit, right? And then got close enough that he probably could have fucking kissed the bumper of the car in front of him. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because I have this. I think it's fine. He probably could have kissed the bumper of the car in front of him, right? And then, you know, he stops before hitting the car in front of him. And you want to know what he fucking does after he stops before he hits the car in front of him? He just doesn't know his car has a brake. I'm confident that this is a man who does not understand that his car has brakes. Because he then rolled backwards, again, towards the car behind him. And you want to know what he did? He kept fucking yo-yoing. He doesn't even have, like, a total distance, right? Like, in front, the space in front and behind, collectively, was probably, like, 1.5 feet, if that. Right? It's pretty tight. And he just keeps going, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I'm like, this dude's fucking nuts, right? Like, if I was in one of these cars, if I was behind him, I would have just been blaring on the fucking horn until this dude realizes that his car has brakes, right? And the fucking person in front of him, I would have probably just run that red light, just so I don't get rear-ended by some jackass with a tiny dick. Yeah, that's right, dogs, you hear me. You know what I'm doing, dogs. Anyway. Also, at the McDonald's, I did hear somebody, you know that incredibly condescending politeness? I'm sure you guys have heard it. Maybe not. Maybe if you're not from the Midwest, you haven't heard it quite as much as I have. It's very prevalent here. So, what I mean by that is the kind of people who will say the very polite sort of ways to address people. Like, if you don't know somebody, it's relatively polite to call them sir or ma'am, right? And that tends to be more of like a thing when you're responding to authority, or if you're from the South, but you hear it every now and then around wherever. I'm upset about this, but I'm going to opt to, well, you know, I'm going to opt to play this first. Yeah, so we're going to phase you. We're going to play this. We're going to do that. There you go. And my dogs have lost their minds. What? Mia, what are you screaming about? What is she shrieking about? But I heard at McDonald's, right? There was this guy who was in front of me, like 2 cars in front of me. Oh god. Do I have enough? Well, I can kill one, I guess. And then, yeah, right. You know what? This works out fine, I think. But there's a guy in front of me, a couple cars in front of me, who was doing the very condescending politeness, right? He was saying ma'am to address the woman who was taking his order, who probably isn't getting paid enough to deal with people like him. But he was doing it in a very aggressive and condescending sort of way, where... Just put them both to 6, I guess. That's fine. There's no way I'd take 30 before this fight ends. Especially with that. Sure. And... Sure. Hey, I kind of like the direction this deck is going. It doesn't have any, like, glue. Nothing's quite holding it together yet, but the general trend so far is pretty positive, and I like that. Alright. I see a couple interesting routes. I like the one that hits this, though. A lot, I think. Alright, so let's start here, I believe. But he said, like, I heard her reading back his order, and he was ordering for, like, 13 kids or something like that. I mean, he took, like, an hour to order. And they were all Happy Meals, too. And, like, she was repeating back his order, and was, like, you know, she got to this one Happy Meal where she's, like, with apple slices and ketchup, and he's, like, extra ketchup, and she's like, oh, sorry, sir. Right? And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, yeah, I get it, right? But, like... She clearly was not having it, and he was very clearly... I don't know, he was probably fucking zooped out of his mind or something. Zooped is probably not the way to describe it. Probably zonked is a better descriptor. Oh yeah, Mia. There goes Banjo. But anyway, that was my today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little peek into my world. Because this is fucking something, man. There's no way that this is incorrect. To play that one first. In fact, I could have killed him, right? I hope I didn't fuck up. Okay. Whew. Because we had die, which would deal more damage than fucking what do you a single energy worth of skewer. perfect first turn. It's great. Not a good second turn. Actually, it's fine. Especially because we're actually full blocking. What am I doing? He's dead. Dude, my dog. What are they fucking doing? My fucking dogs. Got a needle. That's great. That's so good. One time. He's done it. And we got Ginger. That's so good. It's actually genuinely really good. Alright. I got a line. It's not the best line, though. Well, no, because it's... I mean, it literally plays every card in my hand. Okay. Look at this. Oh, because of vulnerable. Whoops. My bad. I didn't quite think through the fact that he was vulnerable. I was thinking, in my brain, I was like, oh, the neutralize, it's for 4. Wait until he's up to 4 blocks so we don't actually break it, and then we effectively deal more damage. Didn't quite work out the way I was hoping. It's 10. Yeah, okay. Just take 0 as much as possible. Okay, plated armor up. Holy fuck. Now this is the awkward bit. Well, it's not, because he's dead. Thank God. Don't want a second dagger spray. I do want to upgrade one of these. Probably Terror. That or die wouldn't be the worst. Cloak and Dagger wouldn't be the worst. Infinite Blades wouldn't be the worst. All these would be fine. I think I'm going to go Terror, though. Hello. Well. I'm tempted to just take nothing here. But I think the correct choice is to buy something and remove a card. And I think Sucker Punch is actually worth it. And then I can remove... I'll remove a Defend this time. Cool. Tori is so good. Alright. So, my initial thought process for this deck... Yeah, whatever. I think I'm going to go this way and fight an Elite intentionally. So my initial logic for this deck was like, oh, hell yeah, dude, we're going to go, like, super offensive. But at this point, I think we've clearly shifted. So this is 21, so we can kill this guy straight up, which I think is going to be worth it. Alright, that, one of these, one of those, one of these, one of those, and we're taking 0. Unfortunately, Frail is going to hurt us quite a bit, especially on this turn. I think what I'm going to do is play this. Maybe I shouldn't have played that. Whatever. Just playing that. And you might say, why didn't you play that first? Well, it's because it wasn't going to do anything. We do have enough block. Also, we can just play every card in our hand, so I don't know why I keep thinking. There's no reason to even fucking think, dude. 15. I don't believe there's a way we kill him, right? Playing this gets us to 8 block. Alternatively, I could just pop this guy and go full offense. Hang on. Yeah, so there's no way to kill him this turn, which is fine. I'm going to pop that and go full offense. We take 0 this way, which is definitely better than taking 8. Yeah, I am going to take another Cloak and Dagger because I'm a madman. I am going to rest for sure because I'm only often a madman, not always. These costs are pretty nice. Ugh. Oh no, we're good. Yeah. Okay, so I totally don't need to play Survivor at all. And I will opt to, I will opt to not, because if I played Survivor, we wouldn't exhaust the thing. Ascender's Bane. 16, that is sufficient. Cool. So this is 19 for 2, so there's no reason to play that over Skewer. Skewer will just be more damage. Not bad. Don't think I need a second Terror. I don't... Actually, you know what? I haven't taken Dagger Throw in so long. I'm going to take a Dagger Throw. Oh, that's a good first turn. Alright, well, we want to do this, and you're not quite dead to a Shiv, which I think is totally fine. So we can kill you with 2 of them. And 18, 17, keep the plated armor probably is the way to go. That might look completely ridiculous to you guys, but I think that's the play. I think plated armor is the way that we actually make this combat work for us. Yeah, that's a good start. Some sick follow-up. Oh, this is great. This is actually so good. Because then we can do this for 7, kill you, double weaken the leader, and look at that, he's not even attacking. It's great. Yeah, doesn't matter. Bada boom. So that's 40. So you are dead. Is there any of this higher damage? No. Let's just do that. If I had somehow miscounted, we did have the poison potion to potentially recover from a horrific mistake. Bag prep is fine. There is a quick slash. There is a storm of steel. I'm gonna go quick slash. And we definitely don't need to rest. So we will upgrade something. Maybe that. Just make infinite blades innate. That could be good. Who's our boss? It's that guy. Little bit awkward, to be fair. I think I will go for this, because the first turn is basically free. So, like, guaranteeing that I'm setting that up, I think is a good idea. Alright, so this is a very unique situation. I mean, you play that for sure. That's the best damage per energy. And you just do this as well. The question is, do I play Backstab and do I play Terror? I think the answer is pretty simply no to playing Terror. Backstab, though, is a harder call. I think I hold Backstab, and I'm even going to pop this. It'll take 2 turns to heal back to full. So, alright, that's a pretty good draw for this turn. We are also going to Sucker Punch that dude, and now I will begin to focus this orb, and honestly, I mean, I can't do much about my health. If I play Defend, it doesn't actually save that much life. It saves 3, I believe. Right? So if I don't play Defend, we take 1 and then 16, right? So 17. If I do play Defend, we take 0 and then 14. So yeah, this saves 3 life. Which I think is definitely worse than just trying to finish off the orb. Okay. I would like to get that skewer back. That does sound like something I would like to do. We don't need that. This is a good draw as well. And we get to shiv you, and we get to finish it off with a nice little skewer on that dude. And we're looking okay. He took my riddle. I would like that back, please. That's pretty good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, so I'm going to toss this now. I think that's fine. Obviously, I'm going to do it this way because it's just the most block. And we'll take 10, which is a little unfortunate. This is good, though. Should I have even played that? I guess it's functionally identical to just skewering for the extra energy. Okay, 43. So we're not dead to that. It is 43. So that's one thing, by the way. I know in a recent video, I had an issue, a brain issue, where he was weakened, right? The enemy was weakened. I saw the number, and then I looked at the cards I drew, and then when I looked back, the number was bigger. It's because weak falls off after they show the number, which would be a nice thing to, you know, fix. Whether or not you think that that's... you know what? I am going to play this just so we can get a little bit more block. I think it's a little bit weird, a little bit of a wonky choice. But I think in the long run, we're going to get more value out of having more health. So I'm going to do that instead of the slightly higher damage. That's simply to keep the weak going. We are in trouble, though. We don't really block that much. So every time he hits, it's going to really fuck us up. This is, well, it shouldn't be 4 twice. If it's 4 twice, then it shouldn't be 4 twice. If that makes sense. So it should be, this is 12 for 1. Yeah, okay. And then do 30. Yeah, that's the highest damage we can deal. And now we just have to hope that we somehow get enough damage or can survive this attack. Well, we can't get enough damage. But I believe we're alive? Yeah. It's not the most alive, but we are technically alive. Alright, cool. And now, the chance of us dying this turn is hopefully very low. Thank God. Not even close. You know what's hilarious? Being at 2 means that Blood Vial actually saved me. That's crazy. Phantasmal Killer is absolutely a sweet card in this kind of deck. It's a little awkward because we don't have any way to retain it, but I think I'm going to take it and just hope. Runic Dome, Cursed Key. I'm going to take the key, I think. I could just not take the relic. Oh, hey music. That was weird. Alright, so there is no route to dodge all elites, so we have to fight one. Uh-oh. None of them are in great spots. I think I'm going to start here, though. I think I know more or less which one I'm aiming for. Alright, so... Bop. Bop. Is 20. So we can do this on the Exploder and kill him. I think that's a good idea. You're not quite... Well, this is 16. Like, I'm wondering if I actually just want to use... I mean, I guess I take 1 here. Let's just take 1. I think Fire Potion can save way more than 1 life. I shouldn't have played Infinite Blade, should I have? Is that a mistake? I don't even know. Accuracy, perfect. Alright, hello, sir. Oh, God. Alright, we'll play that for sure. I think I do play this one. I also probably should have Dagger Thrown first. Yeah, just get rid of a strike, we don't need it. Backstab. There's no reason not to. Okay, so now we have choices. I don't think we can kill you, right? This is 19 plus 20 plus Fire Potion, so no. And we'll take 6. Alright, play this, and this is more damage, these two. So let's do it this way. Unfortunately, it takes 6. Feels pretty bad. Well, he's dead. So it got better, I guess, but still pretty unfortunate. We don't get any value from going to the shop. But we're going to get a fire at this spot anyway, and this way it's just less combat, so... Yeah, sorry, Mr. Shopman. Probably shouldn't have opened that. But potentially we could cleanse all our curses, which would be fine. What could we draw into? I think Phantasmal Killer this turn is actually... In fact, there's no reason not to, because, as you can see, there's no reason to play Defends and yada yada yada. Alright, so you definitely start with this guy. Beautiful, and that's why. Unfortunately, we didn't draw super well for the turn, and we are taking 7. Which does not feel great. Definitely do that guy. Yeah, so now we're taking 1. And then just do that. I could have taken 0 if I wanted. Taking 1 is actually slightly worse. I mean, obviously, right? Like, it's kind of a silly thing to say, but it is true. Uh-oh. Well, we can block 16, 17, 18, 19. Well, you hate to see that. Wait, did I fuck up? No, right? Because that's only for 3. So that also would have been 7, functionally the same. I don't think I want to take 33. I also hate playing that Fire Potion, but what are you going to do? Finisher's fine. Alright, here I gotta upgrade something. I gotta. What does that go to? Just costs 1 then? That's probably fine. Accuracy's probably fine as well. I think Cloak and Dagger is worthy of an upgrade though. Just get more attacks. Get more value out of our several things. Ooh, this is the new one. Yeah, hell yeah. So, this is sick. It's not add a random. It's add. So you get a choice of 3. Let's go the full 3. Bandage up. Absolutely. I'm tempted, but probably no. And then Flash of Steel? Or Master of Strategy? I think I'm going to go Master of Strategy. We don't really get any value from Sadistic Nature. Swift Strike is actually pretty good, though. Transmutation could also be fine, though. I'm going to go Swift Strike. I could have also just skipped, which would have been fine. Yeah. Let's do that. That's fine. And this elite or this one are actually functionally identical, except that question marks are after this one, which I think is better. Again, I probably shouldn't have opened that. I got 2 curses that were just mistakes to get. Might be. Alright. 1, 2, 3, sure. Okay. And you know what? I will Infinite Blades rather than Strike. It'll get us a bit more value. 40. Great. Let's get this out there. I mean, no reason not to just play these. As such, there's no reason not to just play these. It's pretty bad because it's not a lot of damage, but at the very least we did get a lot of block. It was a bad turn for Phantasmal Killer. Okay. I guess we have the energy, so there's no reason not to play it, but it won't actually do anything. Alright, this is lucky. Beautiful. Yeah, no, this is still just 1. So... if we set up no block, we take 3. If we set up 1 block, we take 2. I guess I could... what could we draw into? Actually, drawing into Ascender's Bane would be very good, I think. Then we wouldn't be blocking. I think that's okay. I think I actually still go for it. Yeah, I'm actually glad I did this. Simply so we can remove Ascender's Bane. Okay, so he's attacking this turn. Start with a Quick Slash. Probably Accuracy, probably one of these guys. We can't kill, right? 20. It's 12. Nope. We will have a 9 block. Okay, cool. So we'll take 8. Yes. Good idea. Alright. Not too bad. This turn is pretty bad, though. Ow. Well, we got there. As awful as it was, and as much life as we lost, we did get there. Do you hear my dogs? They just do this randomly. Out of nowhere. I mean, they're dogs, so like it makes sense. I'm gonna take a knee. I shouldn't have opened it. Why do I keep fucking opening these boxes? Don't. Yeah, we can't remove any at this point, so don't. Don't even. I was still tempted. You have no idea. Alright, so I want to start with this guy, and then die, because this guy then spikes me, of course. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Fucking dogs. Alright, let's get more block. We're gonna try and kill this man ASAP, which is not the easiest thing. We are gonna take damage from you. Yeah. Like, we can kill him this turn? Go to 7? I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, real bad. I think I just do it, though. Because he's gonna make the spike hit harder, right? Like, that's what he does. Ugh. Alright. 1. Maybe I should have played this first. Definitely should have. Dap, dap. Bop. Boop. Beep. He took 0 this turn. Hopefully we can do 18. Looks like we've done it. It hurts, though, because of fucking pain. Regen potion's awesome. A second skewer. Our deck is getting a little too fat at this point, but I think I'm still gonna do it. I'm definitely popping this right away. We ain't fucking with that. We don't have pain, which is good. Play this guy, play this guy. I'm gonna actually go to try and empty my hand more or less before I play this. Like now I'll play it. Okay, there's no pain, that's good. So do that, do this. All right, we're taking 0, which is good. I will prep this guy pretty much all the way, and then I'll start working on this dude. We have 6 energy this turn, hopefully no pain. Good. Oh, this hand is sick. Potentially. So start with this. Wanna... Yikes. How do we do this? I mean, this is 50. Just theoretically enough to kill this guy. But then I won't be able to finish her. So when are we going to finish her? It's currently at 1. We're probably going to play this and this to make it 3. So that's 18. So if I do that to that guy, he'll be at 18, which is perfect. Then do this. Then finish her. And now I have 11 block, and if I play this, then we have functionally full block. Alright, cool. And now we just gotta kill this dude this turn, which seems relatively easy given the way we drew. No thank you. Please rest, thank you. And Godspeed to me, I guess, because we're about to fucking die. Actually, literally just about to die on turn 1. Isn't that joyous? I mean, we're not going to, as you can probably tell. There's no reason to not do that. I'll play this guy. That's very good. Right, well, I'm not dead, but thanks for hitting me way too fucking hard, you piece of shit. I also should have popped this already. Whoops. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Can't wait to die this turn. Fuck. Well, actually not that bad of a turn, I feel. We still got hurt bad. We're not dead. Well, now we are. Fucking fuck this dude. Why does he hit so hard all the time? What the fucking 34? What did I do to deserve this? I can't block 34. You madman? Fuck you. Just fucking suck it. Suck my wiener. Jesus Christ. Fuck the time eater. This dude. This fucking dude. What even is it? He's just like a weird slug thing. Actually, what is he, though? That's not what a slug face looks like. Or a snail, for that matter. I also just noticed that these rings, which I guess, I don't know, is he wearing like a, is this like a ceremonial robe of some sort, or is this like a carapace or something? Whatever it is, it's literally shifting in size, so this dude cheats is basically what I'm trying to say. I'm a little pissed. I'm a lot pissed, actually. That run was actually quite good. But just didn't get the right boss, basically. Although in fairness, I think I would have died to either of the other 2 available bosses as well. I don't know, that run actually wasn't very good. It was just a hodgepodge of garbage. But oh well. You win some, or you're me and you lose all of them. Shit, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And the worst part is, I was able to win I mean, it didn't take me that long to get to Ascension 10. I feel like I've lost more on Ascension 10 than any other Ascension. And what makes it so weird is I think the Ascension 10 modifier is not nearly as bad as like the previous 5? What are they? So, bosses are tougher, definitely harder. Elites are tougher, definitely harder. Normal enemies tougher, definitely harder. Start each run damage. Actually, that one's probably not as bad as Cursed. Heal less after boss. Yeah, like all of them, all of them from 5 to 10 are arguably worse than 10 itself, but for some reason I'm having trouble at 10. It might be just this like compound, you know, sort of situation going on. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. And I'll see you guys back on Tuesday, I guess. But I guess before I outro this, I'm thinking about maybe doing another Let's Play series of some sort. I haven't figured out a game to do, is the issue. But I have a lot of games that I just haven't played. So I'll figure that one out when we get there. But it is just a bit of a heads up. I don't know exactly. I might just do it in the off days, the non-Slay the Spire days is where I'll upload it. Just do like one big recording sesh on like the weekend or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But as far as other games content is concerned, I might do other Let's Play series in the near future. And as soon as I can actually do Artifact content of any sort, I will. I'm very excited for Artifact. You have no idea. I'm unbelievably excited for that game. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.